I'm currently a senior developer at Capgemini. What I do is we work in the robotics process automation realm. And what RPA, or robotics process automation, does is essentially automate tasks that a human does on the computer. So it's not cool like big machines or anything like that. It's actually pretty boring looking, and a lot of times we have to slow down our robots for our customers to see what it is exactly that we're doing. But in addition to that, my job in particular is to add in elements of artificial intelligence like chatbots, like machine learning, advanced data analytics, wherever appropriate to our clients' problems as a solution.
So Melanie, I would like to ask you, could you please tell your views about what is artificial intelligence?
Of course. So this is a very broad definition of artificial intelligence. I've seen lots of different ones. I like to think of artificial intelligence as a computational system. So obviously not a natural system like, you or I, that exhibits some sort of intelligence. And of course, well, that's putting the two words artificial and intelligence together. But what I specifically mean is the computer will perceive something about its environment and then react to that perception. So that's about as broad as I can go to include all aspects of artificial intelligence. But it's definitely something I urge you all to look up and read about different philosophies on what artificial intelligence actually is.
What does your role as intelligence automation developer entail?
Sure. So it's pretty fun, actually. So I work as a consultant. I work in Columbia, South Carolina, in the United States. And what we do is we get a client problem. So for example, say that we have a client that has been doing some work manually, and what they do is really boring, really repetitive, and also is usually prone to mistakes. However, if we automate it with a robot, a form of intelligence, it does perceive its surroundings, it does perceive the environment, and it does react to it. So with this robot, we start off by automating these tasks. However, traditional robotics has limitations in that robots do exactly what they're told. So, for example, what I specialize in is something like building a chatbot to get requirements from different people in order to tell the robot what to do. Another thing that I often do at work is build machine learning models and run them for prediction and/or classification. I think you're on mute.
What do you think? Is AI the future?
Oh, absolutely. But it's worth noting that we've actually had several time periods that AI has been considered quote unquote the future. So people in AI like to call these AI winters. A lot of the theory and basic discoveries of AI actually came around in as early as the 1950s, when computers were starting to be utilized more in business. Unfortunately, from the amount of computing power and that is necessary in order to run AI models, it hasn't really been computationally or financially feasible to run AI models, like things like machine learning and chatbots, just because of how computationally intensive they are, and as a result, how expensive that becomes. However, due to platforms like AWS and Azure, and even just how cheap personal computers have become, it's become much more feasible. So I hope to see, we're catching up with everything we know about AI right now in implementation, and I just hope to see AI blow up even more in the future. So it's absolutely the future.